Taurus, someone be trying to make you feel off, baby. I don't know who these energies are, but when you stop being afraid of your own energy, your own, the karmics in your life, and you release these attachments, they start trying to block you in all other areas. And the biggest area that they like to block the most is you being able to just be your authentic, free, spirited self. I feel like I'm tapped into someone that gets a lot of attention. And so this person, this energy, it feels like a person, though. I ain't gonna hold you. They come in to it's like that type of fear. I'm gonna give you a very subtle example, okay? You can flip it if you're a man or something. But let's say, for example, right, because y'all know empathy is about hyper attuning to the negativity in the room as a way to, you become anxious, and as anxiety kicks in, and as a way to protect yourself, a self-preservation, you tend to start thinking of 1,000,001 infinite possibilities that you can get out of a situation or avoid being harmed by another person, right? So you can read the room so well, or read the situation so well, to the point where you know that someone may try to hit you, and so you duck and dodge. You know what I'm saying? And that anxious, anxiety-driven filled environment may be triggered when a certain person or a certain vibration is around you. You may start to walk on eggshells. You may start to do things in such a way where you're trying to avoid, you're trying to get on the path of least resistance. But what this person does is they don't open the door of least resistance for you. They perpetuate more fear into you. And so we got to figure out how to get you on the path of least resistance without you allowing this person to put you back in a box, or to make you go back into waiting, or feeling as if this person has any power or ability over you, even if the experience is uncomfortable. You feel what I'm saying? So let's say, for example, right now let's put an example, okay? Let's say you are a woman, okay? And you decide that you're going to wear booty shorts, and your cheeks are hanging out the bottom, right? Now, let's say you're in an environment where there's a lot of men and women, and you're walking through this environment with your cheeks clapping, okay? And you are going to be able to know that there are a lot of people, there will be women that will be saying you ought to be ashamed of yourself for walking out there dressed like that. You also know that it's going to be older women that will feel as if you just nasty and you a hoe. You're going to see men that wants you, and you're also going to attract men that if you tell them no, they act like they want to curse you out and say certain things to you because you have tempted them but rejected them. So you see where I'm going with that? There's this energy of, there's someone in your life that knows that you get a lot of attention without even trying, and they want to cover you up and cloak, create a cloud around your energy by projecting this fear that if someone does become attracted to you, that they will go back to their old ways, or they will make it difficult for you. So they're projecting these, I want to call blank rounds. You know what I'm saying? Because we have karmic in reverse. They can't do shit to you, but they are definitely projecting blank rounds of what could potentially happen. All right, if you keep them waiting for too long, or if you act like you're not picking up what they're putting down. If you're trying to let them go, then they're going to intimidate you. They're going to stalk you. They're going to do a lot of things to you. And what it sounds like is you have a little peon on your journey that is I want you to hear when I say this one. They are designed to block this path for you, which means it don't matter how nice you are to them. It don't matter if they black or white, right? It don't matter if they good some days and bad some days. This energy is designed to be your Agent Smith. If they have to duplicate themselves 1,000,000 times, they will. If they have to. So it's like Spirit is teaching you with this person that, listen, this is a program, and this program is assigned to you. So every time you try to just do your spiritual purpose and be left alone, this is going to be like a force that multiplies, and you're going to feel like the more you try to get away from it, the more the person has multiplied themselves everywhere you go. So in the event that this person is hard-headed, here's the thing: if you get them locked up, it won't change them. If they take a lot of losses, get a lot of bad karma, it won't change them. So this is one of those earth angel experiences where you have to see for yourself that it doesn't matter what's done to this person, they're incapable of feeling, not because they don't have a flesh or a body, but because they are programmed like energy to be this opposing force. Okay, which means they can take it. They can take 6+ years in penitentiary. You know what I'm saying? They can tolerate it. They have that thick skin, and trust me, the universe is still going to provide for them and take care of them, because they are also doing God's work by being that opposing force. And I know that sounds crazy, but I don't have all the answers. But they are a necessary evil, just like fear is a necessary evil. Sometimes it gets the people going. It's provocative, right? We were just talking about anxiety. So if these environments didn't make you feel anxious, you wouldn't tap into your ability to think of 1,000,001 scenarios in your mind at the same time, and then choose the right one, or choose the best one that works for you. The environment, the struggle, whatever it is, it brings something. It makes you shit Easter eggs. That's the best way I can describe it, right? You're a bunny, and normally you don't lay eggs because you're a bunny, but with these type of environments and these types of experiences, you're going to be laying some real eggs, golden eggs, nuggets, and they're going to be a pleasant surprise. And I just feel like a lot of y'all are about to come out of that. And so you have someone trying to make you, you're never, they're going to try to project. You might want to be careful, watch your back. I'm going to find out who you're talking to. You're never going to make it in this town. You know what I'm saying? They're going to be on social media under fake accounts, all up in, you're going to have disgruntled, I'm seeing fans as well. So you may have obsessive people. So don't feel bad when there's things that you don't want to share with people. Don't feel entitled to nobody trying to make you feel like, if you were more available, we would like you more or whatever. Fuck all that, because they quick to be the ones. You have to understand, just like I gave you that extreme example of someone being willing to, unalive someone else because they were that obsessed. Yes, these energies have that ability to go to that extreme. So like I said, when it comes to protecting yourself and defending yourself, don't ever feel bad or have any remorse for a second when you have to literally, defend yourself, whether it be with the law, whether it be with, spiritual work and protection. Don't ever feel bad. Give them all you got. Because this is someone that's hell bent on instilling fear in you, so they don't have to experience it. So, but it's like the more that if you let this person bully you, you will absorb all of their fears. You see what I'm saying? And it will stunt your growth and your success. But if you stand 10 toes down, even amongst your bullies, and you say no, you let them hit you first. They gotta strike first. And when they strike first, you defend yourself. Okay, Karate Kid. You're just allowing whatever they're dishing out to you to come back to them. You know what I'm saying? When Mr. Miyagi was using defense or using Kung Fu, it's not about attacking. It's not about beating up someone up. It's about whatever force that they bring is the only thing that they experience over and over and over again. And it's a lifestyle. So Spirit's trying to get you to embrace your lifestyle. We have integrating, life lessons, emanation. Yeah, I feel like you're ascending beyond, like you're ascending without dying. Does that make sense? Like you're ascending without having to cross over into a spirit body in order to ascend, which means you're ascending on earth by way of those that come to you with force. You make them aware of their own force of brutality that they sent to you, that they came with, and then you just kind of like kung fu it back, you know, and they hurt themselves and they learn their own lessons, because the universe will make them aware, like, hey, you're not in this position because you weren't capable. You came with brute force. You came with the intention to do X, Y, and Z. And out of all the possible options that Taurus could have taken to defend them, to attack you, to do the same thing, they chose defense. They chose Kung Fu. They chose to just focus on putting their jacket on and taking their jacket off. They had tunnel vision. And so, yes, you will stay here and you will not ascend and you will not grow to the next level because you have to learn. Look at that, karmic in reverse. So there are a lot of karmic partners that are worried that they will not be able to repeat a pattern with you. Like, you're just too different. Like, letting go is the overall theme. Yes, you're just too different. You're too changed. They don't really know you anymore. And now the anxiety that was once for them is what's keeping them up at night, singing old sad rod love songs and all types of foolishness. But to each his own. But they know that they're not going with you. They know it. Right? And they know that you've outgrown them too much and you've achieved too much in your life to go back to this. And they know that you're not attracted. And they feel as if when the universe chose them, when the universe reached out to them to be this leader, they were self-centered, entitled, and they didn't want to change. And so what happens when you don't want to change, right? You start lacking ideas. You start becoming intellectually challenged, right? You experience a lot of forgetting stuff. Like, someone's karma is also losing their mind. Someone's karma is also connected to them not being able to remember what they said 5 minutes ago. Like, there's going to be telltale signs of someone. So if you've had like conversation with someone over and over again, it's like, oh, we didn't say that. You feel like you got to write down documentation to prove that y'all had this and make them sign it. What you're witnessing is someone's deterioration. And it's like, think of it like a hard drive being erased. They won't even remember what they did to you. They're not allowed to remember because they are a non-active player. That is the karmic collective. But I do feel as if for the ones that are waiting for you to give a fuck again, waiting to get out of the doghouse, waiting for you to care, waiting for something good to happen to you. They know, these are people that know that something good is coming for you. They're going to be waiting for a long time because they wrote themselves out of their own birthright, out of their own inheritance by trying to cheat, steal, and go about something negatively. They want it quick. They got it quick. It's as quickly as they got what they wanted. It didn't last. And so here you are winning, And you have, I mean, like literally, do you see here? What does this say? It legit says the Kabbalah tree of life. Incarnation, going through life experiences, the Mother, the Father, the Holy Trinity, all these different lessons, crossing these roads. Like, you are still alive and you have gone through so many lessons that it usually takes a lot of karmic people lifetimes to learn. And they still weren't able to read between the lines. They still weren't able to see how you did something. And these are limited cognitive dissonance programs where they have this belief that, oh, you can only acquire this level of mastery once you die. Not this energy. Not this energy. Look at that, the Six of Wands. Victory. You win. You have some type of advantage. You're about to be receiving some type of support, spotlight, riding your high horse. People are going to wish that they didn't do you a certain type of way. I feel like you had to get to a point in your life where you stop asking, why me? And I feel like I'm talking to a Taurus collective that got to a point where they said, why not me? You know, why not me? And that just changed the whole game. You know what I'm saying? That just changed the entire game for you, Taurus. The Page of Swords with anxiety is such a confirmation for me. What am I going to do? How do I get out of the situation? I got to think my way out of this situation. I got to try to come up with this situation. And it's like all that overthinking, that overstimulation, investigation, your mind wondering. One of them paths is going to open up and you're going to feel it emotionally and you're going to feel like it's the right thing to do. And it's going to be the one where you get to choose you. It's going to be the one where you feel like you are not sacrificing yourself in order to have it. You know, every other path feels like you have to defend yourself, like you have to sacrifice yourself to get it done. But this path, it's like, now that you done got a taste of what it feels like to just take care of you, what it feels like to love you, to put that, to stop nurturing yourself in that way and to give it to someone else to make it their responsibility to fuel your cup would be counterproductive for you. You know what I'm saying? You like, I've been there, I've done that. I've had a karmic relationship. I had karmic family, friends, and so forth, where I placed my validation outside of myself. And what did that get me? Nothing. I had to watch my back. I had to do X, Y, and Z. And so anyone that comes into your life has to be prepared for you to maintain what it takes to love yourself. So when they start telling you, oh, you don't need to go get your nails done, your hair done, or you don't need to go and take this time for you, and you could do that later. When they start asking you to put yourself on the back burner, but that's who you were when they met you, it's a problem. I don't care if they came into your life where you weren't able to upkeep that for yourself. If they are not trying to get you back to that position where you felt your absolute best, they don't love you. That's how I feel from this energy. And I feel like for those of you that, you know, you feel what I'm saying, you're going to be like, exactly. Yeah. It's like the only thing that you can give, right? It's like, well, no, I'm not going to go back and go through the whole lesson with you all over again. But what I can do is write a book and you can read my book, you know? Or what I can do is make a vlog and you can watch as many vlogs as you want. You know, there's something about you have left behind content of how you done things. But if they do not want to apply themselves and go back and listen to it, read it, they're not really trying to change. And that would be you engaging in karmic behavior, even if it's a supporter, even if it's someone that's coming to you for help with their situation. If you tell them, hey, I have a 350 page self-help book on how to deal with this type of situation. You're welcome to purchase it from my website or whatever. If they're not willing to, some of y'all even have free PDF type stuff, where you're just giving it to those for free, and they don't want to put in the work. They don't want to come up with a routine. They don't want to apply themselves. They want you to do it for them. And the reason why they want you to do them for them is because when you get off your high horse to assist anyone else do the research and the due diligence that's required of them to study to show themselves approved. What is that? 2 Timothy 2:15, right? If they are not rightly dividing the word of their truth, then they're not original. They have to come in and take from you and energetically siphon from you in order to feel as if they are even a part of this journey with you. You get what I'm saying? And that's what I'm seeing here. It's like, this is why the universe, this is why spirit told you to create books, create resources, PDF files, self-help guides, whatever it is that spirit told you to do, was so that way you can break bread with levels of consciousness and levels of development from a space of grace rather than sympathy. You see what I'm saying? You don't need to be simping, and nobody need to be simping over you. It's a matter of grace, because you're not trying to change them, and they shouldn't be trying to change you. So in order to give someone grace, you have to allow them to eat from it at their own free will. You know what I'm saying? To indulge in it at their own pace. It ain't never personal, but it's always on purpose. That's just what I see here. Yeah, don't forget. A lot of you, this is you pretty much having to, reinforce the same, give them back what they gave you, which is the Bible. Some of you guys have to use their level of consciousness. And it's interesting, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 of Pentacles. This is work. 8 of Pentacles. You got to put in work for this journey. You got to put in blood, sweat, and tears. All right? By the blood of your sweat and tears, you ascend to a level of Christ consciousness. All right? You can't eat off the blood of Christ alone. You can't constantly be wanting to sacrifice and pour the blood of Christ over you like a spell that wears off, where you got to constantly reread it over and over again so you can believe it again. That's because the spell is wearing off. So when people stop trying to siphon Christ's blood and eating of Christ's flesh in order to consume that wisdom and that knowledge to feel like they're on some type of level, they'll feel better about themselves, because it would have mean that they went on their own spiritual pilgrimage and they became fishermen and stewards of the word, and they applied themselves in such a way that no man could ever take from them, and they ascend to a Christ consciousness type of embodiment lifestyle, right? And it does feel as if it is a sacrifice. You will cry, you will sweat, you will bleed, and it will hurt. Some people will fight you, and some people will lay physical hands on you. They will sacrifice you. They will put you to the test, the cross. It just is what it is. And I feel like you've been through that. You've earned it. And so now you get to work in peace. I like this for you, Taurus. You get to work in peace. You get to have a relationship that's worth having and working towards and building and growing. Like y'all getting mommy and poppy out here, okay? That's what y'all getting. Straight poppy vibes, nothing less. Mommy too, if that's what you resonate with, but that's what I'm seeing here. Nothing about. Let me tell you the type of person that is about to be in your life. Okay? It's a big energy. Deal closers. You don't have to explain yourself. They get it. I mean, they genuinely get it. The type of energy where to break your concentration, to make you have to worry about anything that some type of karmic is doing, they would never bring that shit to you. You know what I'm saying? They would never bring that shit to your table. Ever. I don't care if somebody was like, oh, this person's still talking to me, we still doing this type of energy is too big to be sitting there concerning themselves with frivolous people. To read that person down and to know that that person is legit just jealous and envious and wish they were you is this kind of the type of energy here. They know how insignificant someone will walk away feeling, knowing that they fumbled someone like you. They let go of someone like you. They understand that type of pain. But the emperor here is like, well, this is mine. Okay? This is mine. I've manifested this. I put in work to become who I am. Right? So in a situation where you're making it difficult for the Empress, because the Empress is the only thing that's not out here to focus and concentrate and be happy and do what they love. I'm gonna have to do something about that. Someone is like, this is the type of energy that would tell other people, even grown people, I'm gonna need you to step your game up, because this is unacceptable. This is a non-negotiable type of energy. And I feel like just using the word provider is an understatement to the type how big this energy is. You feel me? This is boss. Like, yeah, Six of Swords. You're getting safe passage. Some of you guys, this is like moving, new cities, new territories, across water. There may be water and distance between a lot of different past energies, wherever. All I could tell you is you're going to be so happy. Okay? Someone could be like away from they could be from a foreign country. I feel like someone can see how much work you've put on yourself, like how much work you've put in, and someone's just waiting for like them to come back. When they come back, it's a wrap. Oh, this is so sweet. Like, your wait is about to be over. It's like someone saying, like, when I get home, or when I come back, or I'll be back soon. And that's all that they really care about. It's what gets them like excited. They're like, I got to get back home. I got to get back to Taurus. Yes. Someone's like, ugh, if I didn't have to work, or if I didn't have to do this, like, I would be like at home with Taurus. I would be, yeah. It's like, if I could just quit right now and go, they would be with you right now. That's just how that's how they feel. Your wait is over. Okay, your wait is over. Your days of dealing with betrayals and karmics and low vibrational people, that shit is dead. Done. Finito. This person is going to protect and defend. Like, you're gonna be safe. Like someone just picking you up, like, let's go. Or just like sending movers, and like the movers are just grabbing things, and someone's just like, I sent this for you, let's go. And then you're just gone. Baby girl, you're gone, and just take you far, far away. So that way you have nothing else to worry about. Look at that, the sun and the moon. I just want to take you out and show you off. I'm telling somebody I want to show you off. They love you. Let's get your closing message for your soul's journey. Do I want to use this one? Yeah, I didn't bring anything else. Courage. So it says, I find the inner strength to face fear with confidence. This is so interesting because yesterday we were talking about fear. You need to remind yourself that part of the challenge of being a soul is learning to honor your own power. By listening to your inner voice and following its advice, you are acknowledging the perfection of your intuition. Fear is only an illusion, and obstacles are great opportunities for you to demonstrate that coming from a place of love will conquer all of fear's disguises. Perhaps you are changing career paths or entering or exiting a relationship. This test has been put before you because it is an opportunity to prove to yourself that you and only you can make the correct decision. By not taking that step forward, you may find yourself 2 steps back, only to face the same obstacle again. All right, Taurus, I love you guys, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.